Finally! Finally, some answers! Oh, I've been demanding this for 80 chapters! Yes! Finally! Hopefully! Some answers! In Nanatsu no Taizai, chapter 200. Which, by the way, as a special celebration, let's take these off, seeing that it's chapter 200. At long last, we may get some answers, and wonder what's gonna happen next. All the thoughts that have been received, the Natsu no Taizai at its final stage. What does that mean? It's approaching its climax? Well, we'll see about that, won't we? Either way, hi for those who are watching. It's the Angry Anime Fan, the Despair Reviewer. Last time, Glocksney and Dollar surprised us with the comment that they're gonna train them and hope to surpass them. So, what? And of course, King react just the same way. What are you mocking us? What the hell are you doing to want us? And the strange thing is, well, it's true that they are too frail, but the reason for doing this is all the more strange, actually. First of all, we see the first time Dollar laughing as Glocksnia does some Meliodas impersonation. But according to Dollar and Glocksnia, they don't consider themselves demons. They, once again, because after all they fought to crush the Demon King. That doesn't explain exactly why they chose to become Ten Commandments after all. I mean, they are gonna train Dollar and King, apparently. But they hate humans. And while King doesn't trust humans and Diana have lost their memories of humans, so I wonder. But according to Dollar, there were some choices that made them made them do this decision. However, and they embraced the fact that they were 10 Commandments until they traded blows with Meliodas again that day. So yeah, are we finally gonna get some answers to that? A little bit. After all, King reveals that they actually have names and songs in their honor. So the Glocksnia reveals they're gonna show them if we made the right choice or not. And the training they promise will allow them to grow greatly. Of course, if they make a next step, they die. So they decide to do it. And of course, they also have a little moments. So they use some kind of ancient magic that teleports them to a past 3,000 years ago. And how they teleport them, well, that is actually something I do not like. They teleport King and Diana's consciousness into Dolor and Glocksnia respectively. Oh, you mean it's like that? It's not like they will go into the mind of Dolor and Glocksnia while Glocksnia and Dolor are on the same one. No, this is their own personality inside their own bodies, and they have to embrace this fact. So, well, and Diana is of course a bit shocked that she is in Dolor's body, but not because she has just turned into a man, but because she has 4 arms. And then, during that moment, a demon appears. And who is that demon? Well, that is none other than Meliodas, who 3,000 years ago were their Dolor and Glocksnia's comrade. And there's also a final one who appears. Apparently, this is a meeting that happened 3,000 years ago. The former friends of Meliodas, Dolor and Glocksnia, gathered together with a 4th one, where they were gonna discuss something. And who was that 4th one? Well, it was none other than Elizabeth, of course. Although it wasn't the Elizabeth we all know this time. No, it was the Elizabeth we have all suspected long since been. It's the goddess Elizabeth, the first Elizabeth, and the Elizabeth that Meliodas have been obsessed with all these 3,000 years. Finally, it is confirmed. It wasn't just Liz. No, it was a goddess. I knew it, everybody knew it, it is confirmed, and I'm so happy about that. Yes, Elizabeth had a goddess reincarnation. And will this transition into the past show us why Dolor and Gloxnia made this choice? Well, technically, it's now King and Diana, so well, there may just be some change. I wonder if this is gonna change history or this just some. Or wait a moment, isn't this the exact same thing the Druid lady used on Meliodas? I mean, his consciousness got back there 3,000 years ago. I mean, not 3,000 years ago, 20 or whatever. I wonder, is it like that? Because if they change history, is this just what Dolor and Gloxnia want? Still not exactly sure if I believe in their talking about trading blows with Meliodas made them change their minds. I mean, it's obvious that Dolor and Gloxnia hate humans. So, and we haven't seen their commandments yet, mind you. So, well, I'm just saying I don't trust them. But if we are getting some answers to our questions, then I will be all the more happy. Granted, however, we probably won't get any answers, but at least we finally got the answer that yes, Elizabeth had a goddess reincarnation, which is actually not a surprise, not only because all the foreshadowing hints that has been happening, but also because, after all, as I said in many reviews, Elizabeth is a name that means something like Mother of All or something similar to that, so it's a goddess name. Now is the question, though. Will if this is the goddess Elizabeth, by the way, she has 4 wings. Is this also similar to that some angels will have more wings in order to symbolize a higher ranking? Now is the question, though. Are we gonna get a little bit more glimpse of the goddess clan too? Because after all, we have got some hints of the goddess clan. It's hints that they have done some questionable things, just as the demons have. So and Elizabeth is now having confirmed to be been a goddess who was in love or was the lover of Meliodas. Did that make Elizabeth a traitor in the goddess' eyes? Given to the fact that they have always had a strong desire to kill Meliodas, it may very well be like that. Either way, this was just the kind of chapter I needed, just the kind of chapter I wanted, and I'm glad it became after chapter 200. Will answers finally be at our throats? Just keep them coming. So what do you think about this? It's not a surprise after all that Elizabeth was a goddess. Now I just want to know why. So give me your thoughts if you have any.